Hey people, Indrid here, 3v3 Hades Wastes, and a Chaos Invasion. Double Chaos Lords on the blue team, D-led. This is the Word Bearers DLC. We have Kasuga 7 rocking, looks like Thousand Suns Elite Scheme, recolored and rebadged to look like the Night Lords. These guys are durable and destructive heroes that walk through objects that cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption, fighting in melee. Rounded off the blue team here is Fear as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control, rocking some actual Thousand Suns. On the red team, Klaus Schwab, also known as Overtly Generous, with an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal, a passive health regeneration aura alongside. Q with a Techmarine starts off with a bolt gun, can support with structures and repair and bring some good utility. And rounding off the teams, Brother Captain Specmarine with a Brother Captain, a durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support, fighting in melee. More heretics up here for Fear. Looks like Kasuga 7 and D-led are most likely going double CSM here. Tax up, of course, for Overtly and for Q, and Specmarine went double Stormtroopers, so almost wiped there, one of them, into a strike squad. Sorcerer doing some really good work early. I guess he hits a good Doom Bolts there. Here comes the strike squad though. Brother Captain smacking stuff around. Heretics calmly capping things. Shotgun scouts in play very early for Q. Oh, they're going to get the Sorcerer here. Overextended and goes down. All that good work early on undone. Might be able to get revived though by one of the chunky Chaos Lords. D-led taking the Western contested victory point. And here are Overtly's scouts having a look at it. Deciding not to go after it for now, but look at this. Gets onto the power. Was there anything to bash though? I don't think there was. And these guys might drop a model if they're not careful, because there's heretics right in there. Chaos Lord gets a good knockback on that special. Should have retreated as soon as that shotgun blast went in. I think they do drop a model, those tacks. And I don't think they bashed anything. I don't think there was anything here to bash, because they both got double CSM, those fellas. They didn't have much requisition left. Strat squad with the Tomes of Titan up. Energy burst will be very useful for controlling the Chaos Lord's movement. Sorcerer is back. Looks like he's been repurchased. Doom Bolts. Getting some decent hits. The Tactical Marines popping their Kraken Bolts to fight those CSM there, giving them 20% more damage to heavy infantry armor. Scouts dropping models to the CSM. And now the Techmarine's going to need to leave, I think. Lots of dead heretics here. And that one dead Marine. Oh, and the Strat squad could be in big trouble. CSM on retreat path. Doom Bolts flying in. One goes down. They may lose another. We are the Hammer helping them out, but they do lose another. Last fellow will get away, though. But the Captain's going to try and get one of those models back by killing a Chaos Space Marine. Well, they waited a bit, but he couldn't get one. 500 to 463 very early on. A 2-to-1 for the Chaos fellas. Overtly again aggressively pushing the power through the mid. Devastator's up for Q. Lots of movement through this central area, as you would expect as players rotate to the side. So if you could control it with some suppression, it could do a lot of work, although you can't suppress those Chaos Lords. Power bash attempt number 2 for Overtly. Now there's actually gens here. Held up by CSM, popping Kraken Bolts. Happy to go into melee with the Apothecary support for now, but they are going to get mobbed. Can they kill a Chaos Space Marine? They cannot. Heal goes in on the tax. Doom Bolts comes flying in, and they do drop a model again. They have been punished for these power pushes so far. Purification Rites is in there. Aspiring Champion Heretics here for D-led. Devastators keep these guys at bay, and there is a Mastercrafted Bolter. Almost 38 piercing DPS at level 1 with an awesome high-powered shot. Will help pick off models from the heretics, that's for sure. Look at that. And the high-powered shot is always amazing. There it is. Big chunk of damage and suppression on demand. 140 sniper damage. Those CSM getting so low. What are they waiting for? 22 hit points on 2 models. That was really lucky escape for Kasuga 7. Not sure what was going on. Was trying to get them to safety with Pawn Worship, I think, but that was so risky. We've got some operatives on the field. for Specmarine with the fallback plan already in. Gives them the incendiary grenade, also allows them to break retreats and drop a flash on retreating. It's a powerful upgrade in the right hands. And they are armed with shotguns, although they don't have a shotgun blast. And they don't really want to fight heretics up close. They can drop their incendiary, there it is. Drop it at their own feet. And then retreat through it. And then they could break that retreat if they want, but they're kind of low. Sorcerer goes down. Hugh's Tax doing some good work. Level 2 already. Where's the Devastators? They're in the middle and getting harassed by the Chaos Lord. Brother Captain shows up to help. Devastator's down to a single model. They do have the advanced targeting. Chaos Lord's getting very low. Chaos Lord is going to go down. And does go down. Almost level 3, Brother Captain, eh? It's done quite a lot. Oh, proximity mines coming in. From Artificer armor. Not something you see all that often from the Techmarine. CSM are quite low, so they're backing off. Deled. Oh, Deled lost some CSM. And replaces them. I completely missed that because I'm good at my job. I don't know. I don't see their bodies anywhere. Maybe it was on the screen. And I just missed it. Is that double Aspiring Champion Heretics? It is. That's fun. I approve of this. Doom bolts from downtown. Some good hits on those tacks there. Maybe they can revive the ladies over on the eastern edge. Level 1 Chaos Lord for Kasuga, taking tons of damage. Doesn't want to retreat though, apparently. Wants to get the revive, I think. The Aspiring Champion Heretics are spotting those mines, so they won't go off unless you shoot them. Techmarine trying to power bash. Scouts being all sneaky behind walls and stuff. Looks like the Sorcerer is going to go for the revive because that Chaos Lord is very low. Some Tzeentchian worship to help out with some little bit of damage resistance there because of the infiltration, and that was the energy burst. Bad news for the Sorcerer, isn't it? And the Chaos Lord goes down again. I don't think Deled realized. Starting to get a bit shaky for the blue team now. Some losses. Commanders going down, feeding XP to the enemy team. Not sure how much XP heroes give, but it's a decent chunk, I think. Nemesis Force Halberd for the Brother Captain and Unending Purge. Power is being bashed. Mark of Khorne, Chaos Spaceman is coming in. Kasuga's had enough. A Dreadnought is up, a Blood Crusher is up. They did get the tech advantage. Not sure if there was a power bash over here, maybe? Or if they just spent less in Tier 1. Double CSM with the Turn of War. Doing some power bashes. They could get a full bash here, you know. But in turn, overtly is stealing this power in the southwest corner. Meanwhile, back to the mid. Chaos Dreadnought with that auto cannon goes into melee mode. Gets a good crack on some Marines. We Are the Hammer benefiting huge amounts of units there. Mark of Khorne CSM run away from the fight, which is weird. Oh, they want to go and flank overtly, I think. Oh, they'll drop to model, though, to the shotguns. Or maybe it was to the Mastercrafted Bolter. The Dreadnought's coming over to the west side as well. Overtly steals the power and leaves. Has flame attack with Sergeant now. Trying to steal this contested power. Meanwhile, Blood Crusher having a look at power. Just took some damage from something. Oh, was it the Operatives? The Operatives may have their melter. Yeah, if they have their Sergeant, they have a melter bomb. Or a crack grenade, I can't remember what it is. Level 3 Techmarine tearing through some heretics. Grenade attempted. It's a really good attempt. Didn't kill any of them. That was weird. It's like the wall took all of the damage. Looked like it was a good throw. Maybe the perspective made it difficult to see exactly where it actually landed. And maybe it wasn't such a good throw, but it sure looked like one. Okay, they can cap their power back, or can they? Got to be quicker than that, heretics. There we go. Capping their power back, but that's taken an entire army almost over on that side to get that back. A Rhino on the field with las cannon to shoot at the Blood Crusher. Blood Crushers have vehicle armor. Not a lot of hit points as well, so if you get any kind of hard anti-vehicle, such as a twin-linked las cannon bolted to a Rhino, Not going to last too long. There is some Tzeentchian worship, though, helping him out. Doom bolts. We see some Mantle of Terror battle rights as well. Healing up some stuff. Those Strike Squad are getting very low. Reinforcing off the Rhino, but we got Mark of Tzeent CSM now. With Aspiring Champion and Eternal War doing huge amounts of damage to enemy infantry. Brother Captain goes after them, trying to tie him up. And the Blood Crusher goes after the Brother Captain. Should the Blood Crusher be on the Rhino? Now trying to escape. Demonic Summoning comes in, spawning some Bloodletters and allowing these units to reinforce. A benefit I always forget about. Pretty awesome. Can now reinforce all this stuff. Did lose the Aspiring Champion on the CSM though. I think they can take down the Brother Captain. Down he goes. Good usage of this, but they can't really threaten the Rhino yet. Blood Crusher could, but had to back away. Rod of Warpfire for the Sorcerer. It's a cool little fight there. Neither has completely backed off. The Dreadnought's taken a bunch of damage, eh? Oh! Mark of Khorne and Meltagun Techmarine with Orbs. Still has Artificer though, so no Signum. Space Marine Dreadnought's in melee. Starts off as a full-on melee unit, and now this Mark of Khorne fella is as well. Chaos Lord cracks the Librarian, who leaves. It's quite rude of him to do that. Overtly goes tier 3. Specmarine has lost both of his Stormtroopers. And the Brother Captain's down. Might be a little bit tricky to revive. Looks like Q maybe is going for it. Not wanting to push against the Rhino at the moment is fear. They're getting some Plague Marines up now. Kasuga 7's Chaos Lord is standing around. Did he just get revived there or something? You have the Mantle of Hate for Drain Life. And Deled gone mental with some Lightning Claws. He's had enough of these Marines over here bashing power. Mantle of Hate and the Icon of Khorne for healing on hit. There's a Drain Life. Heretics are now run after the Apothecary. Might heal himself for Purification Rites. There it is. And has combat stims alongside customized Stormbolter. I can hear the Rhino shooting stuff. Big push from the red team through the mid, is it? Kasuga 7 shows up. Fear needs to turn around. There's the crack grenade or whatever it is on the Blood Crusher. Mark of Khorne CSM couldn't quite get in there, but Bloodletters are in there from Blood Sacrifice. Chaos Lord is going to die to Dreadnought. Big inspiration on that kill there. The Rhino goes down though. They did get the Rhino. Didn't even see it getting shot at. Oh. What was that drop pod? Was that a reinforcing drop pod, I guess? It wasn't Stern Guard, I don't see him. Devastators be suppressing some CSM. Dreadnought's coming to say hello with his fist. Can they get the Brother Captain down again? Not quite, I don't think. I guess the Plague Marines did their job pretty well, eh? Level 5 Sorcerer as well. Mark of Khorne Dreadnought shows up. Instantly gets orbed. And now has to fight the Space Marine Dreadnought. Is getting some repairs. And that's a las cannon getting shots. But here's overtly to tie them up in melee. Although the las cannon fellow didn't seem very interested in the melee part there. Can the Chaos Dreadnought escape? Looks like it maybe has. And here comes a Blood Crusher to try and finish off the Dreadnought. Ordinarily, that's a really difficult fight for a Blood Crusher, but the Dreadnought is low and there's a bunch of stuff shooting the Dreadnought, including Plague Marines. That's Blessing of the Omnissize repairing the Dreadnought there. Down it goes. They got it, and they didn't lose their Chaos fella. Needs a lot of repairs though. Gonna take a while. He's level 2, 1300 hit points. Q is down to a Librarian. Had a rough fight there. Really rough. Awesome stuff though. Chaos Lord is down. Sorcerer will revive and get level 6 going. Overtly has some Terminators. Goes for Cyclone Missile Launcher. But that's double Mark of Tzeent CSM. Very good against Terminators. Mark of Khorne fellas having a go too. Are also very good. Not sure what the operatives are going to do. Is it worth using... No, it's not worth using the flashbang retreat, is it? The Mark of Khorne fellas won't care about reduced range. Now the double CSM are suddenly isolated a bit and have to retreat. Some battle rights going on as well. Terminators did drop a model though. 281 to 303. VP is quite even. In terms of rosters, the Chaos fellas have the edge. But overtly is tier 3, which is bad news for the blue team. Although so is D-Led, and Fear is just about to get there. Specmarine also in tier 3, so we could see Paladins basically now. And Paladins would make very short work of that Blood Crusher. No sign of him yet though. Kind of surprising. And Strike Squad are wiped. Why did they go into that fight? I thought they were going to drop Paladins in it. Very strange. Very strange decision from Specmarine. I thought the whole reason for pushing into that fight was dropping Paladins and taking out the Blood Crusher. But those Strike Squad fellas just went down. 281 to 275, 2-1 cap now for Chaos. Starting to pull away in terms of their rosters on the field. Librarian with the 4-staff going at the Chaos Lord. That's good damage. Melter Gun gets a couple of shots as well. It's going to go down, this guy. That's D-Led's Chaos Lord going down. They can drop 2 Abysses, the Chaos fellas. What is Specmarine waiting for? A Land Raider, maybe? Yeah, maybe they don't want Paladins because of the Sorcerer and these Markov Zinch fellas here. That might have been it. What was that? Oh, Chaos Terminator's coming in. We do have Tome of Subjugation. Pote Attention. Pay attention, I think Fear is saying. Here's the Paladins. What took so long? Did they just not have enough power all that time? No, I just didn't realise. 281 to 251 on the VPs. CSM pouring damage onto the Paladins. Need to plant your feet, guys. There we go. Maximise your accuracy. Mark of Corn fellas having a go. Distracting stuff, if nothing else. Just Stern Guard coming in, or a Venerable. Please be a Venerable. Ah, it's Stern Guard. Q just teasing me there. There's Malignant Blindness. I believe it reduces your sight and weapon range by 90%. That's a global ability of the Chaos Lord, affecting all enemy units for a duration. Level 3 Blood Crusher, eh? Kasuga 7 does have a decent army for using some Bloodlust as well. Especially if all those heretics can fly into melee with something. Is that only one heretic squad? I think the roster's just bugged down there. I think it's only one heretic. Kill Terminator, says Fear. Oh, these guys. They got subjugated back into trouble. Can they be wiped out now? Auto Cannon Terminator's having a go. Mark of Corn CSM coming in. Ouch. There's Cantic of Absolution trying to keep them alive. Battle Rights is in there too, but I don't think they're going to make it out. Down they go. Q's Librarian maybe could have saved them there. Does he not have Gate of Infinity? Maybe he doesn't have it. Fear with the Great Unhuman on the way. It's starting to look very chaotic now. For the Chaos fellas, that is. Down goes the Librarian, the Brother Captain, I mean. Tossed aside by a boss Blood Crusher. Almost on that level 4. Stern Guard Veteran switching to Kraken Bolt, switching back to Vengeance rounds to shoot the Blood Crusher. Watch it just die now. Because Melter Gun's getting shots. Can't tie up the Stern Guard and the Techmarine. Yeah, down it goes. Of course it does, as soon as I say that. Librarian getting too close to Bloodletters. They're coming from that shrine there. 260 to 251. The red team do have a 2-1 cap here. They are not out of the game. Although Specmarine is severely depleted, even the hero down. Chaos Terminator is teleporting in. Very risky to use a teleport offensively with your Terminators. There's some Corn Worship though to help their mobility. Strange place for a turret. But I guess it's doing some work here for the red team. Cyclone Missile Barrage. Not sure what it hit. There's Veil of Time on the Terminators. Did this Librarian just come onto the field? Or was it also alive when those paladins were in trouble? Markov Pawn CSM going for the turret now. How much XP does a turret give? And red. It's got to be at least 15 red. Yeah, 15 red. Seemed like a decent chunk of XP. Power bashing CSM under that corn worship. Triple cap now for Chaos. Another great unclean one coming in. There's the first one. Pulling in Librarian. Couldn't get an attack though. Apparently. Mortimer Razorback coming in for Specmarine. But they had some sloppy plays losing that strike squad. Not sure how they lost the double the Stormtroopers. I did see D-Led. Was it D-Led who lost the CSM? But has recovered well. Double cap now. Could be the beginning of the end for the red team. Although, not giving up operatives on capping duty. Chaos Lord having a go at some Stone Guard, but there's the brother captain to smack him. And he backs off. Great Unclean One goes in. Sorcerer can teleport it to safety, of course. Kasuga's is almost up. 1-to-1 cap. Dreadnought on the way for Q. He's a good answer to all these Marco Zine CSM, I suppose. Especially if you can barrage them with the assault cannon. I don't know if they can afford the assault cannon at the moment. No, I think it's 30 power. Vortimer doing some decent damage there. There's some Zechian worship though. Vortimer's a really good fast attack vehicle with good DPS against all targets, but does not have burst damage. It's not the toughest vehicle around either. Got to kind of have it stuck around a while to really get the damage in. Sneaky scouts here from overtly level 4, waiting for things to clear off the VP to try and get a cheeky decap, I think. Another shrine goes up. 2 great unclean ones in the middle. What is the plan here? It's too much of a risk, I think, to get Grey Knight Terminators because of that Sorcerer. More Chaos Terminators in. This time for Fear. They also got an autocannon. Look at this damage though. Overtly trying to get a decap, but the Marco Zine CSM are just tearing through those Terminators there. Oh, they went multi-melter Dreadnought. Awesome. Put it on melee mode and watch it go. More Terminators for Overtly. Big old foul snare. Can they kill the Techmarine? Not quite. Not quite. That was a good plasma cannon shot though. Chaos Lord having to go to Terminators with his claws, and there's double Marcos each fellows doing work. Big old Nurgle vomit. And subjugated Terminators. Oh, they were teleported back to safety. That's nice of you, Fear. They're still here now. Not sure if Overtly can get them away. There's the Chains of Torment. From the Robes of Torment. These guys got warped to safety. Nicely done by Fear. Terminators wiped. Yep, Terminators are wiped. 248 to 83. Red team are holding on, but they're really up against it. They've got some stuff defending the VP now over there, look, because of the scouts causing trouble. More Terminators for Deled. Plasma Cannon misfires. Why did it? It seemed like it was in range and in vision. There we go. Oh, they have conceded. Didn't get to see this land. Don't think it would hit anything. The Chaos Lords were level 3 and level 4. Sorcerer was awesome, level 9. Did his job in harassing and confusing and confounding Terminators. Level 4 Apothecary for overtly down. Level 8 Techmarine is up. Did some good work with that Melter Gun, eh? But had some heavy losses. And so did Specmarine with a level 7 Brother Captain. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Brother Captain. Sorry, the Great Unclean One's having a moment with that barrier there. Hope you enjoyed this game, and I'll see ya next time.